who amongst us doesn't feel as though we could be slightly more environmentally conscious, whether it's recycling a bit more or going to the lengths such as buying this, the Fairphone 2, an environmentally friendly, ethically produced smartphone. Many of the materials used in the construction of the device are recycled. The minerals inside have come from ethically sourced places around the world, and additionally, because the phone is supposed to last you a lot longer than a regular smartphone of say 1 or 2 years, Fairphones say perhaps this will last you 5 if you treat it correctly. The phone is modular. Now you'll have heard modular banded around quite a lot this year thanks to the LG G5, but this is truly modular, not sort of slip-in modules or anything like that. This comes apart, and we're going to show you a little bit of how that happens now. This plastic rear cover you pull off like so. These come in a few different translucent colours. You don't have to have the clear one here, they make it in blue and black as well. We think it looks quite cool in clear though. You then remove the battery, yes, a removable battery. So one of the main reasons you discard a smartphone is when the battery is dead and you can't replace it. Well, in the Fairphone, it comes out and you can buy another one. The other common reason you would discard a smartphone is because you break the screen. Well, on a Fairphone 2, you can replace the screen yourself. You don't need to send it away to anybody and mess around with that. And also, you don't have to pay quite such high prices. You can buy a replacement screen for the Fairphone from Fairphone. And to replace it is as easy as this. You unclip these two sections down here, like that. You grip the phone, you slide it, and the screen comes away. And you have 2 pieces of phone. That, if it was broken, you could then dispose of responsibly. I was going to say throw it away, but that would probably be going against what Fairphone stands for, and clip on a new one. But the modularity doesn't stop there. All these blue highlighted screws here, they show you where you can take these modules out. So in theory, in the future, you could upgrade the 8 megapixel camera on the phone to something more impressive. And that continues with things like the audio as well. So again, even if it does break really badly, there's the chance for you to replace all the parts and get the phone working again. That's quite unusual, and it's the reason Fairphone thinks that this will last you a lot longer than any other phone. You try replacing the screen on your iPhone very quickly, and it's probably not going to happen, certainly not without some technical competence. I have no technical competence, and I just took the screen off on the Fairphone. So we put it back together. Sometimes this can be a bit of a pain because that rubber section around the phone refuses to clip back in properly, no matter where you put it in, without breaking your nails a few times. But it's something we can forgive. There we go. As you can see, the phone is pretty thick. It's certainly not a great looking device. You have your power on button at the top. This is a quick launch button for the camera, and you have a simple volume up and down key on the side there. The phone runs Android, but it is Android 5.1, so it's not the latest version by any stretch. And in a way that goes against Fairphone's idea that this will last you for 5 years. In theory, it shouldn't last you any because it's already out of date. However, it is pretty much stock Android 5.1, which is a good thing. There are very few extra apps on board. However, there is one main one that is a bit annoying, which we'll show you once the phone starts up. Inside here is a Snapdragon 801 processor, 2 GB of RAM. It's an 8 megapixel camera on the back, which actually doesn't take bad pictures, and a 2 megapixel selfie cam on the front. So, with the phone activated, we'll show you on here the, as you can see, pretty much standard Android operating system. And then the annoying part here is when you pull in from the side, you have this menu system. That's where you find the phone app. It isn't anywhere else except for on here, which is, I mean, why it just can't be down the bottom, I don't know. But the worst part of it is you'll find when you swipe a home screen, you just get into this section without really wanting to. how many times I've opened the messaging app when I don't want to. All I want to do is swipe to the side because I do it a little bit too early. Slightly annoying Fairphone, and we really wish it wasn't there. There are a few other bits that are easily turned off. That one you can't turn off. So that is the Fairphone 2. Now, if you're wondering how you can get hold of one of these, they are available online, but you are going to have to pay quite a lot of money for one. Bearing in mind the specifications, this is a €530 phone. That's nearly $600, a fair amount of money for a phone with this sort of spec. But as we all know, when you produce things responsibly and ethically, they tend to cost a little bit more in the shops. We have a full review of the Fairphone 2 on Digital Trends right now.